Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Ajayi, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints just continue to roll. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baker, and he goes out right around the 39. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Wentz going to throw. Able to get away. Fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Shorty.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38!
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that fourth.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Jay's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Let's go!
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints just continue to roll.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On the ground, Kamara. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cummings. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Toss play, Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now on first down. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them. Whoosh.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third and long, it's Wentz back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Switch, switch, switch!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They run it again with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Flex round! Flex round! Switch, switch, switch!
Now a toss. Kamara left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On play action, Wentz. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Baker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
It's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.